When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain?
When the hurly-burly's done, when the battle's lost and won.
That will be ere the set of sun.
Where the place?
Upon the heath.
There to meet with Macbeth.
Macbeth. I come, Grey Malkin.
Paddock calls.
Anon.
Fair is foul, and foul is fair. Hover through the fog and filthy air. Fair is foul, and foul is fair. Hover through the fog and filthy air. Fair is foul, and foul
What bloody man is that? He can report, it seemeth by his plight, of the revolt and new estate.
This is the sergeant, who like a good and hardy soldier fought against my captivity. Hail, brave friend. Tell to the king the knowledge of the broil as thou didst leave it.
Doubtful it stood, as two spent swimmers that do cling together and choke on their art. The merciless MacDonald, worthy to be a rebel, for the multiplying villainies of nature do swarm upon him. But all's too weak. For brave Macbeth, well he deserves that name, disdaining fortune with this brandished steel, which smoked with bloody execution like valor's minion, carved out its passage till he faced the slave, which ne'er shook hands, nor bade farewell to him, till he unseamed him from the nave to the chaps, and fixed his head upon our battlements.
Valiant cousin, worthy gentleman.
Mark, King of Scotland, Mark, no sooner had justice, with valor armed, compelled these skipping kerns to trust their heels, but when our weighing lord, surveying vantage with furbished arms, and new supplies of men, began a fresh assault.
Dismayed this not our captains, Macbeth and Banquo?
Yes, that's sparrows, eagles, or the hare, the lion. If I say sooth, I must report they were as cannons overcharged with double cracks, so they doubly redoubled strokes upon the foe. Whether they mean to bathe in reeking wounds or memorize another Golgotha, I cannot tell. But I'm faint. My gashes cry for help.
So well thy words become thee, as thy wounds. They smack of honor both. Go get him surgeons. Who comes here?
The worthy Thane of Ross.
But a haste looks through his eyes, so when one speaks things strange.
Hail, great king.
Whence camest thou, Thane?
From Fife, good king, where the Norwegian banners tout the skies and fan our people cold. Norway himself began a dismal conflict with terrible numbers, assisted by that most disloyal traitor, Thane of Cawdor. Point against point, rebellious arm against arm, to curb his lavish spirit. And to conclude, the victory fell on us.
Great happiness. The Thane of Calder shall no more deceive our bosom interest. Go forth and pronounce his present death, and with his former title greet Macbeth.
I shall see it done.
What he hath lost, noble Macbeth hath won.
Where hast thou been, sister?
Killing swine.
Sister, where thou? A sailor's wife had chestnuts in her lap, and munched and munched and munched. Give me, quoth I. Unright thee, witch! The rump-fed Runyon cries. Her husband's to Aleppo gone, master o'er the tiger. But in a sieve I'll thither sail, and like a rat without a tail, I'll do, and I'll do.
I'll give thee wind, our kind.
And I another.
I myself have all the other. I will drain him dry as hay. Sleep shall neither night nor day hang upon his penthouse lid. He shall live, a man forbid. Weary Senites 9 times 9 shall he dwindle, peak, and pine, though his bark cannot be lost, yet it shall be tempest-tossed.
A drum! A drum!
Macbeth doth come.
The
Weird sisters, hand in hand, posters of the sea and land, thus do go about, thrice to thine, and thrice to mine, and thrice again to make up 9. Peace! The charm's wound up.
So foul and fair a day I have not seen.
How far is it called to forest? What are these? So withered and so wild in their attire, that look not like the inhabitants of the earth, but are upon it. Live you? Or are you aught that man may question? You seem to understand me by each at once, her chappy finger laying upon her skinny lips. You should be women, but your beards forbid me to interpret that you are so.
Speak if you can. What are you?
All hail Macbeth! Hail to thee, Thane of Glamis!
All hail, Macbeth! Hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor!
All hail, Macbeth! Thou shalt be king hereafter.
Good sir, why do you start and seem to fear things that do sound so fair? In the name of truth, are you fantastical, or that which outwardly you show? My noble friend, you greet with present grace and great prediction, of noble having and of royal hope. To me you speak not. If you can look into the seeds of time, and tell me which grain will grow and which will not, speak then to me, who neither beg nor fear your favors nor your hate.
Hail!
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 Lesser than Macbeth and greater.
Not so happy, yet much happier.
Thou shalt get kings, though thou be none. So all hail Macbeth and Banquo.
Banquo and Macbeth, all hail.
Oh, stay, you imperfect speakers. Tell me more. By Sinel's death I know that I am Thane of Glamis, but how of Cawdor? The Thane of Cawdor lives, a prosperous gentleman, and to be king stands not within the prospect of belief, no more than Cawdor. Say from whence you owe this strange intelligence, or why upon this blasted heath you stop our way with such prophetic greeting. Speak, I charge you.
The earth hath bubbles like the water has, and these are of them. Whither have they vanished?
Into the air, and what seemed corporal melted as breath into the wind. Would they have stayed?
Were such things here as we do speak about, or did we eat on the insane route, which takes the reason prisoner?
Your children shall be kings.
You shall be king.
And Thane of Cawdor, too. Went it not so?
To the self-same tune and words. Who's there?
The king hath happily received Macbeth on thy news of thy success. As thick as hail came post with post, as many did bear thy praises in thy kingdom's great defense, and pour thee down upon him.
We are sent to give thee from our royal master thanks, only to herald thee into his sight, not pay thee.
And for an earnest of greater honor, he bade me from him call thee Thane of Cawdor, and which hail, most worthy Thane, for it is thine.
Can the devil speak true?
The Thane of Cawdor lives. Why do you dress me in borrowed robes?
Who was the Thane lives yet, but under heavy judgment bears that life which he deserves to lose. Whether he was combined with those of Norway, or did line the rebel with hidden help and advantage, I know not. But treason's capital, confessed and proved, have overthrown him.
Cawdor and Glamis, too. The greatest is behind. Thank you for your pains. Do you not hope your children shall be kings, when they that gave the Thane of Cawdor to me promise no less to them?
That entrusted home may yet enkindle you unto the crown, besides the Thane of Cawdor. But 'tis strange, and oftentimes to win us to our harm, the instruments of darkness will tell us truths, win us with honest trifles. to betray us in deepest consequence. Cousins, a word, I pray you.
Two truths are told as happy prologues to the swelling act of the imperial theme. I thank you, gentlemen. This supernatural soliciting cannot be ill, cannot be good. If ill, why hath it given me earnest of success, commencing in a truth? I am Thane of Cawdor. If good, why do I yield to that suggestion whose horrid image doth unfix my hair and make my seated heart knock at my ribs against the use of nature? Present fears are less than horrible imaginings. My thought, whose murder is yet but fantastical, shakes so my single state of man that function is smothered in surmise, and nothing is but what is not.
Look, our partner is rapt.
If chance will have me king, why chance may crown me without my stir.
New horrors come upon him, like our strange garments, cleave not to their mold, but with aid of use.
Come what come may, time and the hour runs through the roughest day.
Worthy Macbeth, we stay upon your leisure.
Give me your favor. My dull brain was wrought with things forgotten. Let us toward the king.
Very gladly.
Till then, enough. Come, friends.
Is execution of Cawdor done? Are those in commission not yet returned?
They have not yet come back. But I have spoke with one who saw him die, who did report that very frankly he confessed his treasons, implored your highness's pardon, and set forth a deep repentance. Nothing so became him in his life as the leaving of it. He died as one who had been studied in his death. To throw away the dearest thing he owed, it were a careless trifle.
There is no art to find the mind in the construction of the faith. He was a gentleman on whom I built absolute trust. Oh, worthiest cousin, the sin of my ingratitude even now is heavy on me. But thou art so far beyond the swiftest wing of recompense as to overtake thee, only I am left to say, more is due than all that more can pay.
The service and the loyalty I owe in doing it pays itself.
Welcome hither. I have begun to plant thee, and will labor to see thee full of growing. Noble Banquo, thou hast so much more deserved, nor should know so much more has been done. I shall enfold thee and hold thee dear to my heart.
Therefore, if I grow, the harvest is your own.
Sons, kinsmen, thanes, and you whose position is nearest, know that we shall establish our estate upon our eldest, Malcolm, and hereafter his name shall be the Prince of Cumberland, from hence to Inverness, and bind us nearer to you.
I'll be the harbinger myself and make joyful the hearing to my wife of your approach. So humbly take my leave.
Worthy Cawdor.
Prince of Cumberland. That is a stone on which I must fall, or else o'erleap, for in my way it lies. Stars, hide your fires. Let not light see my black and deep desires.
They met me in the day of success, and I have learned by the perfectest report they have more in them than mortal knowledge. When I burned in desire to question them further, they made themselves air, into which they vanished. Whilst I stood wrapped in the wonder of it, came missives from the king, who all hailed me Thane of Cawdor.
by which title before these weird sisters saluted me and referred me to the coming on of time with Hail King that shalt be. This have I thought good to deliver thee, my dearest partner of greatness, that thou mightst not lose the dues of rejoicing by being ignorant of what greatness is promised thee. Lay it to thy heart and farewell. Great Glamis, worthy Cawdor, greater than both by the all hail hereafter. And yet, I do fear thy nature. It is too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. Thou wouldst be great, art not without ambition, but without the illness should attend it. What thou wouldst highly, that thou wouldst holily, would not play false, and yet would wrongly win. Thou'dst have great Glamis, that which cries, thus thou must do if thou have it, and yet not rather what thou dost fear to do than wishest be undone. Hie thee hither, that I might pour mine spirits into thine ear, chastise thee with the valor of my tongue all that impedes thee from the golden round, which fate and metaphysical aid doth seem to have crowned thee withal. What is your tidings?
The king comes here tonight.
Thou art mad to say it. Is not thy master with him? If so, would have informed for preparation.
If so please you, it is true. Our thane is coming. One of my fellows had the speed of him, who almost dead for breath, had scarcely more than would make up his message.
Give him tending. He brings great news. The raven himself is hoarse, that croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan under my battlements. Come, you spirits that prey on mortal thoughts, unsex me here, and fill me from the crown to the toe, top full of direst cruelty. Make thick my blood, stop up the access and passage to remorse, that no compunctious visitings of nature shake my fell purpose, nor keep peace between the effect and it. Come to my woman's breast and take my milk for gall, you murdering ministers, wherever in your sightless substances you wait on nature's mischief. Come, thick night, haul thee in the dunnest smoke of hell, that my keen knife see not the wound it makes, nor heaven peep through the blanket of the dark to cry, hold, hold. Great Glamis, worthy Cawdor, greater than both by the all hail hereafter. Thy letters have transported me beyond this ignorant present, and I feel now the future in the instant.
My dearest love, Duncan comes here tonight.
And when goes hence?
Tomorrow, as he purposes.
Oh, never shall sun that morrow see. Your face, my thane, is as a book wherein men may read strange matters. To beguile the time, look like the time. Bear welcome in your eye, your hand, your tongue. Look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it. He that's coming must be provided for, and you shall put this night's great business into my dispatch, which shall for all our nights and days to come bear solely sovereign sway and masterdom.
We will speak further.
Only look up clear. To alter favor ever is to fear. Leave all the rest to me.
This castle has a pleasant seat. The air nimbly and sweetly recommends itself to our gentle senses.
This guest of summer, the temple-haunting martlet does approve. By his loved mansionry, the heaven's breath smells wooingly here. No jutty, frieze, buttress, nor coign of vantage, but this bird hath made his pendant bed and procreant cradle. Where they most breed and haunt, I have observed, the air is delicate.
See our honored host. The love that follows us sometimes is our trouble, for which we still thank as love. But we will here are to be with you and thank us for your help. And I will teach thee how to beguile us for your pains and thank us for your troubles.
All our service, in every point, twice done, and then done double, were poor and simple business to contend against those honors deep and broad with which your majesty loads our house.
Where is the Thane of Cawdor? We coursed him at his heels upon the purpose to be his purveyor, but he rides well. And his great love, as sharp as his spurs, has hopped him to his home before us. Honored noble lady, we are your guests for the night. Take thine hand and conduct me to mine host, whom we highly love, and whose graces we will continue toward him. At your leave.
If it were done when 'tis done, then 'twere well it were done quickly. If the assassination could trammel up the consequence, and catch with this or cease success, that but this blow might be the be-all and the end-all here. But here, upon this bank and shoal of time, we jump the life to come. In these cases we still have judgment here, that we but teach bloody instructions, which being taught, return to plague the inventor. This even-handed justice commends the ingredients of our poisoned chalice to our own lips. He's here in double trust. First, that I am his kinsman and his subject, strong both against the deed. And then as his host, who should against his murderer shut the door, not bear the knife myself. Besides, this Duncan hath borne his faculties so meek, hath been so clear in his great office, that his virtues will plead like angels, trumpet-tongued against his deep damnation of his taking off, and pity, like a naked newborn babe striding the blast, or heaven's cherubim, horsed upon the sightless couriers of the air, shall blow the horrid deed in every eye, that tears shall drown the wind. I have no spur to prick the sides of my intent, only vaulting ambition, which o'erleaps itself and falls on the other. How now? What news?
He hath almost supped. Why have you left the chamber?
Hath he asked for me?
Know you not he has?
We will proceed no further in this business. He hath honored me of late, and I have bought golden opinions from all sorts of people, which would be worn now in their newest gloss, not cast aside so soon.
Was the hope drunk wherein you dressed yourself? Hath it slept since? Doth it wake now to look so green and pale at what it once did so freely? From this time such I account thy love. Art thou afeard to be the same in thine own act and valor as thou art in desire? Wouldst thou have that which thou esteem'st the ornament of life, to live a coward in thine own esteem, letting I dare not wait upon I would, like the poor cat in the adage?
Peace! I dare do all that may become a man. Who dares do more is none.
What beast was it then that broke this enterprise to me? When you durst do it, you were a man. And to be more than what you were would be so much more the man. Nor time nor place did then adhere, yet you have made both. They have made themselves, and that their fitness now doth unmake you. I have given suck, and know what 'tis to love the babe that milks me. I would, while it was smiling in my face, have plucked my nipple from his boneless gums and dashed the brains out, had I so sworn as you have done to this.
If we should fail...
We fail! But screw your courage to the sticking point, and we'll not fail. When Duncan's asleep, as shall rather his hard day's journey soundly invite him, his 2 chamberlains will I, with wine and wassail, so convince that memory, that warder of the brain, shall be a fume, and the receipt of reason a limbeck only. When in swinous sleep their drenched natures lie, what cannot you and I perform against the unguarded Duncan? What not put upon his spongy officers, who shall bear the guilt of our great quell?
Bring forth men, children only, for thy undaunted meadow should compose nothing but males. Will it not be received when we have marked with blood these sleepy 2 of his chamber, with their very daggers, that they have done it?
Who dares receive it other, when we shall make our griefs and clamor roar upon his death?
I am settled, and bend forth each corporal agent to this terrible feat. Away, and mock the time with fairest show. False face must hide what the false heart doth know.
How goes the night, boy?
The moon is down. I have not heard the clock.
And she goes down at 12?
I take it 'tis later, sir.
Hold. Take my sword. There is husbandry in heaven. Their candles are all out. Oh, take thee that too. A heavy summons lies like lead upon me, and yet I would not sleep. Merciful powers, restrain in me the cursed thoughts that nature gives way to in repose. Here, my sword. Who's there?
A friend.
What, sir? Not yet asleep? The king is abed. He hath been in most unusual pleasure of late, and sent forth great largesse to your offices. This diamond. He greets your wife withal, by nature of most kind hostess.
Being unprepared, our will became a servant to defect, which else should free have brought.
All's well. Last night I dreamt of the 3 weird sisters. To you they've shown some truth.
I think not of them. Yet when we can entreat an hour to serve, we would spend it in some words upon that business. If you would share the time.
At your kindest leisure.
If you shall cleave to my consent when 'tis, it shall make honor for you.
So I lose none in seeking to augment it, but keep my bosom franchised and allegiance clear. I shall be counseled.
Good repose the while.
And the likes be to you.
Go bid thy mistress, when my drink is ready, she strike upon the bell. Get thee to bed. Is this a dagger which I see before me? The handle towards my hand? Come, let me clutch thee. I have thee not, yet I see thee still. Art thou not, fatal vision, as sensible to feeling as to sight? Or art thou but a dagger of the mind, a false creation, proceeding from the heat-oppressed brain? I see thee yet, and in form as palpable as that which now I draw. Thou marshallest me the way that I was going, and such an instrument I was to use. Mine eyes are made fools of the other senses, or else worth all the rest. I see thee still, and on thy blade in dudgeon gouts of blood, which was not so before. There's no such thing. It is the bloody business which informs thus unto mine eyes. Now, o'er the one half world, nature seems dead, and wicked dreams abuse the curtained sleep. Witchcraft celebrates pale Hecate's offering, and withered murder, alarmed by his sentinel, the wolf, whose howls his watch, thus, with his stealthy pace, moves like a ghost. Thou sure and firm set earth, hear not my steps, which way they walk, for here thy very stones prate my whereabouts, and take the present horror from the time which now suits with it. Whiles I threat he lives, words to the heat of deeds too cold breath gives. I go, and it is done. The bell invites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it is a knell which summons thee to heaven or to hell.
That which hath made them drunk hath made me bold. What hath quenched them hath given me fire. Hark! Peace. It was the owl that shrieked, that fatal messenger which gives the sternest good night. He is about it, the doors are open, and the surfeited grooms do mock their charge with snores. I have drugged their possets so that death and nature contend about them, whether they live or die.
Who's there? What?
Alack! I fear they have awaked, and 'tis not done. It is the act and not the deed that confounds hearts. Hark! I laid the daggers ready. He could not have missed him. Had he not resembled my father as he slept, I had done it. My husband?
I have done the deed. Didst thou not hear a noise?
I heard the owl scream and the crickets cry. Did not you speak?
When?
Now.
As I descended?
I!
Hark! Who lies in the second chamber?
Donald Bain.
What a sorry sight. Is this?
A foolish thought to say a sorry sight.
There's one did laugh in his sleep, and one cried murder. That they did wake each other. I stood and heard them, but they did say their prayers and address them again to sleep.
There are two lodged together.
Methought one cried, God bless us, and amen the other, as they had seen me with these hangman's hands. Listening their fear, I could not say amen, when they did say, God bless us.
Consider it not so deeply.
But wherefore could I not pronounce amen? I had most need of blessing and amen stuck in my throat.
These deeds must not be thought on after these ways, so will make us mad.
Methought I heard a voice cry, sleep no more. Macbeth does murder sleep. The innocent sleep, sleep that knits up the raveled sleeve of care, the death of each day's life, sore labor's bath, balm of hurt minds, great nature's second course, chief nourisher of life's feast.
What do you mean?
Still he cried, sleep no more, for the whole house to hear. Glamis hath murdered sleep. Therefore Cawdor shall sleep no more. Macbeth shall sleep no more.
Who was it that thus cried? Why, worthy Thane, you do unbend your noble strength to think so brain-sickly of such things. Go get some water and wash this filthy business from your hand. Why did you bring the daggers from the place? They must lie there. Go, carry them, and smear the grooms with the blood.
I'll go no more. I am afraid to think what I have done. Look on it again, I dare not.
Infirm of purpose, give me the daggers. The sleeping and the dead are but as pictures. 'Tis the eye of childhood fears a painted devil. If he do bleed, I'll gild the faces of the grooms withal, for it must seem their guilt.
Whence is that knocking? How is it with me that every noise appalls me? What hands are these? Ah, they pluck out mine eyes. Will all great Neptune's ocean wash the blood clean from this hand? No. This hand will rather the multitudinous seas incarnadine, making the green one red.
My hands are of your color, but I shame to wear a heart so white. I hear a knocking at the south entry. Retire we to our chamber. A little water clears us of this deed. How easy is it then? Your constancy hath left you unattended. More knocking, go, get on your nightgown, lest occasion call us and show us to be watchers. Be not lost so poorly in your thoughts.
To know my deed is best not know myself. Wake Duncan with thy knocking, I would thou couldst.
Here's a knocking indeed. If a man were porter of Hellgate, he should have all turning the key. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? Beelzebub's name. Here's a farmer that hanged himself in the expectation of plenty. Come in time. Have napkins enough about you. Here you'll sweat for it. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? In the other devil's name, Faith. Here comes an equivocator who could swear in both scales against either scale, who committed treason enough in God's name, yet could not equivocate to heaven. Come in, equivocator. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? Faith. Here's an English tailor who cut out from a French hose. Oh. Come in, tailor. Here you may roast your goose. Knock, knock, knock. Never at quiet. What are you? Ah, but this place is too cold for hell. I'll devil porter it no further. I had thought to let in some of all professions that go the primrose way to the everlasting bonfire. Anon, anon. I pray you, remember the porter.
Was it so late, friend, ere you went to bed, that you lie so late?
Faith, sir, we were carousing until the second cock, and drink, sir, is a great provoker of three things.
What three things doth drink provoke?
Marry, sir, nose painting, sleep, urine. Lechery, sir, it provokes and unprovokes. It provokes the desire, but takes away the performance. It makes him and it mars him. It sets him on and takes him off. It persuades him and disheartens him, makes him stand to and not stand to. In conclusion, it is a great equivocates him to sleep, and giving him the lie, leaves him.
You believe that drink gave thee the lie last night?
Oh, that it did, sir, in the very throat on me. But I requited him for his lie, and I think being too strong for him, though he took up my leg sometimes, yet I did make a shift and cast him.
Is thy master stirring? My knocking has awakened him. Here he comes.
Good morrow, sir.
Good morrow, both.
Is the king stirring, worthy thane?
Not yet.
He did command me to call on him timely. I have almost slipped my hour.
I'll bring you to him.
I know these labors cause us trouble, but 'tis one.
The labor we delight in physic's pain. This is the door.
I'll be so bold as to call, but 'tis my humble servant.
There's the king hence today.
Yes, as he purposes.
The night has been unruly. Where we lay, our chimneys were blown down, and, as they say, lamentations heard in the air. Strange screams of death, and prophesying with accents terrible of dire combustion and confused events, new hatched to the woeful time. Some say the earth was feverous, and did shake.
'Twas a rough night.
My young remembrance cannot parallel a fellow to it.
Oh, horror! Horror! Horror!
What's the matter?
Confusion now hath made his masterpiece. Most sacrilegious murder hath broke ope the Lord's anointed temple, and stole thence the life of the building.
What you say, the life?
Mean you his majesty?
Approach the chamber and destroy thy sight with a new Gorgon. Bid me not speak. See, then speak yourselves. Awake! Awake! Sound the alarm! Murder! Treason! Banquo! Donalbain! Malcolm! As from thy graves rise up! Shake off this downy sleep, this earth death's counterfeit, and look on death itself. Up, up, and see the great doom's image. Banquo, Donalbain, as from thy graves rise up, and walk like sprites to countenance this new horror.
What is the business that such a hideous trumpet calls to parley the sleepers of this house? Speak! Speak!
Oh, dear lady, 'tis not for you to hear what I might speak. The repetition of it in a woman's ear would murder as it fell. Banquo, Banquo, our noble father's murdered.
Woe, alas, what? In our house?
Too cruel anywhere. I prithee contradict thyself, doth, and say it is not so.
Had I but died an hour before this chance, I had lived a blessed time. For from this moment, there's nothing serious in mortality. All is but toys. Renown and grace is dead. The wine of life is drawn, and the mere lees left this vault to brag of.
What is amiss?
You are, and do not know it, the spring, the head, the fountain of thy blood is stopped. The very source of it is stopped.
Noble father's murdered.
Oh.
By whom?
Those of his chamber, it seemed, had done it. Their hands and faces are all badged with blood. So are their daggers, which, unwiped, we found upon their pillows. They stared and looked distracted. No man's life was to be trusted with them.
Oh, I do repent me my fury that I did kill them.
Wherefore did you so?
Who can be wise and amazed, temperate and furious, loyal and neutral in a moment? No man. The expedition, my violent love, outran the pauser reason. Here lay Duncan, his silver skin laced with his golden blood, and his gashed stabs looked like a breach in nature for ruin's wasteful entrance. There, his murderers, steeped in the colors of their trade, their daggers unmannerly breached with gore. Who could refrain, that had a heart to love, and in that heart courage to make his love known?
Help me, Hansel!
Look to the lady.
Why do we hold our tongues when most could claim this argument for hours?
Let's away. Our tears are not yet brewed.
Nor our strong sorrow upon the swift foot of motion.
Look to the lady. And when we have our naked frailties hid that suffer an exposure, let us meet, so we can discuss this most bloody piece of work to know it further. Fears and scruples shake us. In the great hand of God I stand, and thence against the undivulged pretense I fight of treasonous malice.
And so do I.
And so all.
So all.
Let us put on manly readiness and meet together in the hall.
Well contented.
Well contented.
What will you do? Let's not consort with them. To put on an unfelt sorrow is an office the false man does easy. I'll to England.
Tyrell and I. Our separated fortune shall keep us both the safer. Where we are, there are daggers in men's smile. The near in blood, the nearer bloody.
This murderous shaft that shot hath not yet lighted. Our safest way is to avoid the aim. Therefore, to horse. And let us not be dainty of our leave-taking, but shift away. There's warrant in the theft that steals itself when there's no mercy left.
Threescore and 10 I remember well, over the volume of which time I've seen hours dreadful and things strange. But this sore night trifles former knowings.
Ah, good father, thou seest the heavens as troubled by man's act, threaten the bloody stage by the clock this day, and yet strangling night still strangles the traveling lamp. Is it night's predominance or the day's shame, that darkness does the earth entomb when living light should kiss it?
'Tis unnatural, even like the deed that's done. On Tuesday last, a falcon, towering in her pride of place, was by a mousing owl hawked at and killed.
And Duncan's horses, most strange, certain, mutacious, swift, minions of their race, turned wild against nature, broke their stalls, flung out, and to contend against obedience as to make war with mankind.
'Tis said they eat each other.
Aye, they did, to the amazement of mine eye that looked upon it. Ah, but here comes the good Macduff. How goes the world now, sir?
Why, see you not?
Is it known who is known more than this bloody deed?
Those of his chamber, it would seem.
Alas, the day. What good does that pretend?
They were suborned. Donalbain and Malcolm, the king's two sons, are stolen away and fled, laying on them suspicion of the deed.
Against nature still. Thriftless ambition that will raven up thy life's means. Then surely the sovereign will fall upon Macbeth.
He is already named and gone to Scone to be invested.
Where is Duncan's body?
Carried to Combe Kill.
Will you to Scone?
No, cousin, I'll to Fife.
Then I will thither.
Well may you see things done there ado, lest our old robes sit better than our new.
Farewell, father.
May God's benison go with you, and with all those who would make good of bad and friends of foes.
Good gentles, with your kind permission, the time has come for intermission. Relax, converse, be of good cheer, refreshments beckon from the rear. Tasty, succulent, and affordable, we also offer potties portable. But when you hear musicians sound, come hither to this sylvan round. 'Tis time then to resume your pews. Our second act forthwith ensues.
Thou hast it now. King Cawdor, Glamis, all as the weird women promised, and I fear thou play'st most foully for it. Yet it was said that it should not remain in thy posterity, but that myself should be the root and father of many kings. If truth come from them, as upon thee, Macbeth, their speeches shine, well, by the verities upon thee made good, may they not be my oracles as well, and set me up in hope? But hush no more.
Here's our chief guest.
If he had been forgotten, it had been as a gap in our great feast, and all thing unbecoming.
Tonight we hold a solemn supper, sir, and I'll request your presence.
Let your highness command me, to the which my duties are an indissoluble tie, forever knit.
Ride you this afternoon?
Aye, my good lord.
We would have else desired your good advice, which hath been both grave and prosperous in today's council, but we'll take tomorrow. Is it far you ride?
As far, my lord, as will fill up the time twixt this and supper. Go not my horse the better. I must become a borrower of the night for a dark hour or twain.
Fail not our feast.
My sir, I will not.
We hear our bloody cousins are bestowed in England and in Ireland, not confessing their cruel parricide, filling their hearers with strange invention. But more of that tomorrow, when we will have, therewithal, cause of state craving us jointly. Hie you to your horse, adieu, till you return at night. Goes Cleance with you?
Aye, my good lord, our time does call upon us.
I wish your horses swift and sure of foot, so I do commend you to their backs. Farewell. Let each man be master of his time till 7 tonight. To make society the sweeter welcome, we will keep ourselves till supper time alone. While then, God be with you. To be thus is nothing, but to be safely thus. Our fears in Banquo stick deep, and in his royalty of nature reigns that which would be feared. There's much he dares, and to that dauntless temper of his mind he hath a wisdom that doth guide his valor to act in safety. There's none but he whose being I do fear. He chid the sisters when first they laid the name of king upon me, and bade them speak to him. Then prophet-like they hailed him father to a line of kings. Upon my head they put a fruitless crown, and put a barren scepter in my gripe, thence to be wrenched by an unlineal hand, no son of mine succeeding. If it be so, for Banquo's issue have I filed my mind. For them, the gracious Duncan, have I murdered, put rancors in the vessel of my peace only for them, and mine eternal jewel given to the common enemy of man to make them kings, the seed of Banquo kings. Rather than so, come fate into the list, and champion me to the utterance. Who's there? Now go wait by the door until we call. Was it not yesterday we spoke together?
It was, so please your majesty.
Well then now, have you considered of my speeches? Know that it was he, in times past, who kept you so under fortune, which you thought was our innocent self.
You made it known to us.
I did so, and went further, which is our point of second meeting. Do you find your patience so predominant in your nature that you can let this go? Are you so gospel to pray for this good man and for his issue, whose heavy hand hath bowed you to the grave and beggared yours forever?
We are men.
Aye, in the catalogue you go for men. Has hounds and greyhounds, mongrels, Spaniards, curs, slows, water rugs, and demi-wolves are all clept by the name of dogs. And so with men. Now, if you have a station in the file, not in the worst rank of manhood, say it, and I'll place that business in your bosom, whose execution takes your enemy off.
I am one, my liege, whom the vile blows and buffets of this world have so incised me, that I am reckless what I may do to spite this world.
And I another, so wearied with disasters and tugged with fortune that I would set my lie on any chance to mend it or be rid on it.
You both know that Banquo was your enemy.
True, my lord.
And so he is mine, and in such bloody distance that each minute of his being thrusts against my nearest of life. Thence it is that I to your assistance do make love, masking the business from the common eye for sundry weighty reasons.
We shall, my lord, perform what you command us.
Though our lives...
Your spirits shine through you. Within this hour at most, I will advise you where to plant yourselves, acquaint you with the perfect spy of the time, the moment on it, for it must be done tonight. Fleance, his son, who keeps him company, and whose absence is no less material to me than is his father's, must embrace the fate of that dark hour. Resolve yourselves apart. I'll call you anon.
We are resolved.
I will call for you. Abide within. It is concluded. Banquo, thy soul's flight, if it find heaven, must find it out tonight.
How now, my lord? Why do you keep alone? Of sorriest fancies your companions making, thinking those thoughts which should indeed have died with them they thought on. Things without all remedy must be without regard. What's done is done.
We have scorched the snake, not killed it. She'll close and be herself, whilst our poor Malice remains in danger of her former tooth. But let the frame of things disjoint, both the worlds suffer. Ere we will eat our meal in fear and sleep in the affliction of these terrible dreams that shake us nightly. Better be with the dead, whom we, to gain our peace, have sent to peace. Duncan is in his grave. After life's fitful fever, he sleeps well. Treason has done his worst. Nor steel, nor poison, malice domestic, foreign levy, nothing can touch him further.
Come on, my lord. Sleek o'er your rugged looks. Be bright and jovial among your guests tonight.
So shall I love, and so I pray be you. Let your remembrance apply to Banquo. Present him with eminence, both with eye and tongue. Unsafe the while that we must lathe our honors in these flattering streams and make our faces vizards to our hearts.
You must
disguising what they are.
Leave this.
Full of scorpions is my mind, dear wife. Thou knowest that Banquo and his fleance lives.
But in them nature's copy, not a turn.
There's comfort yet. They are assailable. Then be thou jocund, ere the bat hath flown his cloistered flight, ere black Hecate summons the shard-born beetle with his drowsy hums, hath rung night's yawning peal, there shall be done a deed of dreadful note.
What's to be done?
Be innocent of the knowledge, dearest Chuck, till thou applaud the deed. Come, sealing night, scarf up the tender eye of pitiful day, and with thy bloody and invisible hand, cancel and tear to pieces that great bond which keeps me pale. Light thickens, and the crow makes wing to the rooky wood. Good things of day begin to droop and drowse, while night's black agents to their praise do rouse. Thou marvelest at my words, but hold thee still. Things bad begun make strong themselves by ill. So prithee, go with me.
Who did bid thee join us?
Macbeth.
He needs not our mistrust, since he delivers our offices and what we have to do. Then stand with us. The west yet glimmers with some streaks of day, and near approaches the subject of our watch.
Hark, I hear horses.
Give us a light there. Ho!
Then 'tis he. The rest that are within the note of expectation are already in the court. His horses go around?
Almost a mile, but he does usually so all men do, from hence to the palace gate make it their lot.
A light, a light!
'Tis he. Stand to it.
It will be rain tonight.
Let it come down!
Fly, good prince! Fly, 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 thou mayest avenge!
Slave!
strike out the light.
Was not the plan?
There's but one down. The sun has fled.
We have lost best half of our affair.
Let us away and tell what has been done.
You know your own degree. Sit down. At first and last, the hearty welcome.
Thanks to your majesty.
Ourself will mingle with society and play the humble host. Our hostess keeps her state, but in best time we will require her welcome.
Pronounce it for me, sir, to all our friends, for my heart speaks they are welcome.
See, they encounter thee with their heart's thanks. Both sides are even. Here I'll sit in the midst. Be large in mirth. Ha! Anon will make drink a measure, the table round. There's blood on thy face.
Then 'tis Banquo's.
Better thee without than he within. Is he dispatched?
His throat is cut, that I did for him.
Thou art the best of the cutthroats, yet he's good who did the like for Fleance. If thou didst it, thou art a non-parole.
My good lord, Fleance escaped.
Hang comes my fit again. I had else been perfect. Now I am cabin, crib, confined, bound into saucy doubts and fears. But Banquo's safe.
Aye, my lord, safe in a ditch he lies, with 20 trenchant gashes in his head. At least a death to nature.
Thanks for that. There the grown serpent lies. The worm that's fled hath nature that in time will venom breed. No teeth for the present. Get thee gone. Tomorrow we'll hear ourselves again.
My noble lord, you do not give the cheer. The feast is sold, that is not often vouched. While 'tis a making, 'tis given with welcome. To feed were best at home. From thence the sauce to meat is ceremony. Meeting were bare without it.
Sweet remembrance, sir. Now, good digestion wait on appetite, and health on both.
Will it please your highness sit?
Now, we our country's honor roofed, if it were the grace presence of our Banquo here, who may I rather challenge for unkindness than pity for mischance.
His absence, sir, lays blame upon his promise. Pleaseth your highness to grace us with his royal company.
Table's full.
Here's a place reserved, sir. What is it moves your majesty?
Which of you have done this?
What, my good lord?
Thou canst not say I did it. Never shake thy gory locks at me!
Gentlemen, rise. His highness is not well.
Sit, worthy friends. My lord is often thus, and hath been from his youth. The fit is momentary. Pray you sit. Upon a thought he will be well again. If you so much note him, you shall offend him and extend his passion. Feed, and regard him not. Are you a man?
I, and a bold one that dare look upon that which might appall the devil.
Oh, proper stuff. This is the very painting of your fear. This is the air-drawn dagger that you said led you to Duncan. All these flaws and starts, imposters to true fear, would well become a woman's story at a winter's fire authorized by her granddam. For shame. When all's done, you look but upon a stool.
Prithee, see there, behold, look, lo! Why, what care I? If thou canst not, then speak too! If channel houses and our graves send those that we bury back, our monuments shall be the maws of kites.
What, quite unmanned in folly?
If I stand here, I saw him.
Fie for shame.
Blood hath been shed here now. In the olden time, ere human statute purged the gentle wheel, I since then too, murders have been performed too terrible for the ear. Times have been when the brains were out, the man would die, and there an end. But now they rise again with 20 mortal murders on their crowns and push us from our stools. This is more strange than any such murder is.
My noble lord, your friends do lack you.
I do forget. Do not muse at me, my most worthy friends. I have a strange infirmity which is nothing to those that know me. Come, love and health to all, then I'll sit down. Give me some wine. Fill full. I drink to the general joy of the whole table, and to our dear friend Banquo, whom we miss. Would he were here. To all, and him, we thirst, and all to all.
Our duty is from the flesh.
Avaunt! Anguish my sight! Thy bones are marrowless, thy blood is cold. Thou hast no speculation in those eyes which thou dost glare with.
Think of this, good peers, but as a thing of custom, 'tis no other, though it does spoil the pleasure of the time.
What man dare I dare be alive again, and dare me to the desert with thy sword? If trembling I inhabit then protest me, the baby of a girl. Hence, horrible shadow, unreal mockery, hence! Why? So, being gone, I am a man again. Pray you, sit still.
You have displaced the mirth, broke the good meeting with most admired disorder.
Can such things be? And overcome us like a summer's cloud without our special wonder? You make me strange, even to that disposition that I owe, when now I think you can behold such sights and keep the natural ruby of your cheeks while mine are blanched with fear.
What sights, my lord?
Pray you, speak not. He grows worse and worse. Questions enrage him. At once, good night. Stand not on the order of your going, but go at once.
But I'd better help attend his majesty.
A kind good night to all. It will have blood, they say. Blood will have blood.
Stones have been known to move, and trees to speak. Augurs and understood relations have.
By magpies and choughs and rooks brought out the secretest blood of man.
What is the night?
Almost at odds with the morning. Which is which?
How sayest thou that Macbeth denies his presence at our great bidding?
Did you send for him, sir?
I hear it, by the way, but I will send. There's not a one but in his house I keep a servant feed. I will tomorrow, and betimes I will, to the weird sisters. More shall they speak, for I am bent to know by the worst means the worst. For mine own good all causes must give way. I am stepped in blood so far that should I wade no more, going, returning, were as tedious as go o'er. Strange things I have in mind which must be acted ere they may be scanned.
You lack the season of all natures.
sleep.
Let us to sleep. My strange and self-abuse is the initiate fear that wants hard use. We are yet but young indeed.
My former speeches have but hit your thoughts, which can interpret further. Only I say, things have been strangely born. The gracious Duncan was pitied of Macbeth. Marry, he was dead, and the right valiant Banquo walked too late. Whom you may say, if it please you, Fleance killed, for Fleance fled. One must not walk too late. Who cannot want the thought how monstrous it was for Malcolm and for Donalbain to kill their gracious father? Damned fact! Did it not grieve Macbeth? Did he not straight in pious rage the two delinquents tear that were slaves of drink and thralls of sleep? Was not that nobly done? Aye, and wisely too, for 'twould have angered any heart alive to hear the men deny it. So that I say, he has borne all things well. I hear Macduff lives in disgrace. Sir, can you tell where he bestows himself?
The son of Duncan, from whom this tyrant holds the due of birth, lives in the English court, and is received of the most pious Edward with such grace that the malevolence of fortune nothing takes from his high respect. Thither Macduff has gone to pray the holy king, to wake Northumberland and warlike Seward to ratify the work. We may again give to our tables meat, sleep to our nights, all which we pine for now. And this report hath so exasperated the king that he prepares for some attempt of war.
Said he to Macduff?
He did.
Advise him to a caution, to hold what distance his wisdom can provide. Some holy angel fly to the court of England and unfold his message ere he come, that a swift answer may return to this, our suffering kingdom, under a hand accursed.
I'll send my prayers with him.
Thrice the brinded cat hath mewed.
Thrice and once the hedge pig whined.
Harpier cries, 'tis time, 'tis time.
Round about the cauldron go, in the poison entrails throw. Toad, that under cold stone days and nights has 31 sweltered venom sleeping got. Boil thou first in the charmed pot. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Fillet of a fenny snake in the cauldron boil and bake. Eye of newt and toe of frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog, adder's fork and a blind worm's sting, lizard's leg and owlet's wing, for a charm of powerful trouble, like a hell broth boil and bubble.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Scale of dragon, tooth of wolf, which is mummy, maw and gulf of a ravaged salt sea shark, root of hemlock, digged of a dark, gall of goat, and slips of yew slivered by the moon's eclipse, nose of Turk and Tartar's lips, finger of a strangled babe, ditch delivered by a drab, makes the gruel thick and slab. Add thereto a tiger's children for the ingredients of our cauldron.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Cool it with a baboon's blood. Then the charm is firm and good. By the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes.
Open locks, whoever knocks.
How now, you secret black and midnight hags? What is it you do?
A deed without a name.
I conjure you by that which you profess, howe'er you come to know it. Answer me to what I ask you.
Speak, demand.
We'll answer.
Macbeth, 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 beware Macduff, beware the Thane of Fife.
Whate'er thou art, for thy good caution, thanks. Thou hast harped my fear aright. Yet one word more.
Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth.
Had I 3 ears, I'd hear thee.
Be bloody, bold, and resolute. Laugh to scorn the power of man, for none of woman born shall harm Macbeth.
Then live, Macduff. What need I fear of thee? Yet I'll make assurance double sure, and make a bond of fate, that I can tell pale-hearted fear it lies, and sleep in spite of thunder.
Be lion-mettled and proud, and take no care who chafes or frets or where conspirers are. Macbeth shall never vanquished be, till great Birnam Wood to high Dunsinane Hill shall come against him.
That can never be. Who can impress the forest? Bid the tree unfix its earth-bound root. Sweet bodements, good. Yet my heart throbs to know one thing. Tell me, if your art can tell so much, shall Banquo's issue ever reign in this kingdom?
Seek to know no more. Seek to know no more. Seek to know no more. Seek to know no more.
What is your grace's will?
Saw you the weird sisters?
No, my lord.
Came they not by you?
No, indeed, my lord.
Infected be the air whereon they ride, and damned be those that trust them. I did hear the galloping of horse. Who was it came by?
Some 2 or 3 that bring word Macduff is fled to England.
Fled to England!
Aye, my lord.
Time thou anticipatest my dread exploits. From this moment, the very firstlings of my heart shall be the firstlings of my hand. And even now, to crown my thoughts with acts, be it thought and done. The castle of Macduff I will surprise, seize upon Fife, give to the edge of the sword his wife, his babes, and all unfortunate souls that trace him in his line. No boasting like a fool. Ah, this deed I'll do before this purpose cool. But no more sights. Where are these gentlemen? Come, take me where they are.
What hath he done to make him fly the land?
You must have patience, madam.
He had none. His flight was madness. When our actions do not, our fears do make us traitors.
You know not whether it was his wisdom or his fear.
Wisdom! To leave his wife, his babes, his mansion, and his titles from a place where he himself does fly? He loves us not. He wants the natural touch. For the poor wren, the most diminutive of birds, will fight her young ones in her nest against the owl. All is the fear and nothing is the love.
Ah, dearest coz, I pray you school yourself, if not for your husband. For he is wise, noble, and judicious, and knows the fits of season. I dare not speak much further. But cruel are times when we are traitors and do not know ourselves. Now, I take my leave. I shall not be long, but I will be here again. Things at their worst will cease to end, or they will turn upwards to what they've become before, my pretty cousin. Blessings upon you.
Fathered she is, yet she is fatherless.
Am I so much a fool, should I stay any longer? It would be my disgrace and your discomfort. I take my leave.
Your father is dead. But what will you do now? How will you live?
As birds do, Mother.
What, with worms and flies?
With what I get. I mean, and so do they.
Oh, poor bird. Thou wouldst never need to fear the net nor the line, the pitfall nor the gin.
Why should I, Mother? Poor birds. My father is not dead for all you're saying.
Yes, he is dead. But what will you do for a father?
What will you do for a husband?
Well, I can get me 20 at any market.
Then you'll buy them to sell them again.
Why, now thou speakst with all thy wit, and yet if faith with wit enough for thee.
Was my father a traitor, Mother?
Aye, that he was.
What is a traitor?
Why, one that swears and lies.
And be all that do so?
Aye, everyone that does so is a traitor, and must be hanged.
Who must hang them?
Why, the honest men.
Then the liars and swears are fools, for their lies and swears annul them to beat the honest men and hang up them.
God help thee, poor monkey. But what wilt thou do for a father?
If he were dead, you weep for him. If not, it would be a good sign that I should quickly have a new father.
Poor prattler, how thou talkst.
Bless you, fair dame. I am not too known, though in your state of honor I am perfect. I doubt some dangers does approach you nearly. If you would take a homely man's advice, be not bound here, hence with your little one. To fright you thus, methinks I'm too savage. To do worse were fell cruelty, which is too nigh your person. Heavens preserve you, I dare abide no longer.
But whither should I fly? I have done no harm. But I forget I am in this earthly world where to do harm is often laudable. To do good is sometimes accounted dangerous folly. Why then, alas, should I put up that womanly defense to say that I have done no harm? What are these faces?
Where is your husband?
I hope in no place so unsanctified where such as thou mayst find him.
He is a traitor.
Thou liest! Thou shalt kill him!
No! 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 No!
Help me! Put away, Mother, I pray you!
Let us seek out some desolate shade, and there weep our sad bosoms empty.
Let us rather hold fast the mortal sword, and like good men bestride our downfall and burstone. Each new mourn, new widows howl, new children cry, new terrors strike heaven in the face.
What I believe I'll wail, what no believe, and what I can redress, as I shall find the time to, friend, I will. What you have spoke, it may be true perchance, this tyrant, whose sole name blisters our tongue, was once thought honest. You have loved him well. He hath not touched you yet. I am young, and something you may deserve of him through me, and the wisdom to offer up a weak, poor, innocent lamb to appease an angry God.
I am not treacherous.
But Macbeth is. A good and virtuous heart may recoil from an imperial charge. But I shall crave your pardon. That which you are, my thoughts cannot transpose. Angels are still bright, though the brightest fell. And all things foul would wear the brows of grace, but grace must still look so.
I have lost my hopes.
Perchance even there where I did find my doubts. Why? In that rawness left you, wife and child, these precious motives, these pure knots of love, without leave-taking. I pray you, be not offended. Let not my jealousies be your dishonors, but mine own safeties. You may be rightly just, whatever I shall think.
Bleed, bleed, poor country. Great tyranny, lay thou thy bases sure, for goodness dares not check thee. Fare you well, my lord. I would not be the villain that thou thinkst. For the wide space the tyrant holds, and the Near East to boot.
Be not offended. I speak not in absolute fear of you. I think our country sinks beneath the yoke. She weeps, she bleeds, and each new day a gash is added to her wounds. I think withal there would be hands uplifted in my right. To that end, I have on offer from England goodly thousands, but when I shall tread upon the tyrant's head, or wear it upon my sword, but my poor country shall have more vices than it had before, more suffer, more sundry ways than ever by him that shall succeed.
Who should he be?
It is myself, I mean, in whom I know all the particulars of vice so grafted that when they shall be opened, black Macbeth will seem as pure as snow, and the poor state esteem him a lamb, being compared with my confineless harms.
Not in the legions of hell comes a devil more damned in evils to top Macbeth.
I grant him bloody, luxurious, avaricious, false, deceitful, sudden, malicious, smacking of every sin that has a name. But there's no bottom, none, to my voluptuousness. Your wives, your daughters, your matrons, and your maids could not fill up the cistern of my lust. And my desire, all continent impediments would overbear that did oppose my will. Better Macbeth than such a one to reign.
Boundless intemperance in nature is a tyranny. It hath been the unhappy emptying of a happy throne, and fall of many kings. But fear not. To take what is yours, you may convey your pleasures in a spacious plenty, the time you may so beguile. We have willing dames enough. There cannot be that vulture in you that would devour so many as will to greatness dedicate themselves, finding it so inclined.
With this there grows in my most ill-composed affections such a staunchless avarice that, were I king, I should cut off the nobles for their lands, desire his jewels, this other's house, and my more having would be as a sauce to make me hunger more, that I should forge quarrels unjust against the good and loyal, destroying them for wealth.
Well, this avarice sticks deeper and grows with more pernicious root than some seeming lust. But fear not. Scotland has foisons to fill up your will. Of your mere own, all things are portable, other things being weighed.
But I have none of these king-becoming graces, as justice, verity, temperance, stableness, bounty, perseverance, courage, fortitude. I relish in them not, but abound in the division of each several crime, acting it many ways. Nay, had I power, I should pour the sweet milk of Concord into hell, uproar the universal peace, confound all unity on earth.
Scotland.
If such a one be fit to govern, speak. I am as I have spoken.
Fit to govern? Nay, not fit to live. Oh, beleaguered nation, with an untitled tyrant, bloody sceptred, when shalt thou see thy wholesome days again? Since that the truest issue of thy throne, by his own interdiction, finds himself accursed, and does blaspheme his breed. Thy father was a most sainted king, and the queen that bore thee, more often on her knees than on her feet, died every day she lived. Fare you well, my lord. These evils thou hast thrust upon thyself have banished me from Scotland.
Macduff! This noble passion, child of integrity, hath from my soul washed the black scruples, and reconciled my thoughts to thy good truth and honor. devilish Macbeth, by many of these trains hath sought to win me to his power, but modest wisdom hath plucked me from over credulous haste. God above, deal between thee and me, for even now I put myself to thy direction. Here unspeak mine own detractions. Abjure that the taints and blames I laid upon myself for strangers to my nature. I am yet unknown to women, never was forsworn, scarce covet that which I own, would never break my faith, would not betray the devil to his fellows, delight no less in truth than in life. What I am, truly, is thy and my poor country's to command. Whither indeed, before thy here coming, England had lent us Seward and 10,000 warlike men already at a point. They were setting forth. Now we'll together. Why are you silent?
Such welcome and unwelcome things at once. 'Tis difficult to reconcile. Oh, but see who comes here.
My countryman, though I know him not.
My ever gentle cousin, welcome hither.
I know him now. Good God, betimes remove the means that makes us strangers.
Sir, amen.
Stand Scotland where it stood?
Alas, poor country, almost afraid to know itself. What once could be called our mother is now our graves, where nothing but who knows nothing was once seen to smile, where sighs and groans and shrieks that rend the air are made, not marked. Our violent sorrows are a modern ecstasy, the dead men knell. Is there scared ask for who? And good men's lives expire before the flowers in their caps, dying o'er air, they are sickened.
Oh, relation. All too nice, but too true.
What's the newest grief?
That of an hour doth this, the speaker. Each minute teems a new one.
How does my wife?
Why, well.
And all my children?
Well, too.
The tyrant is not battered at their peace?
No, they were well at peace when I left them.
Do not be miserly of thy speech. How goest?
When I came hither to transport the tidings which I have heavenly borne, there ran a rumor of many worthy fellows that were out, to which I had witnessed the rather, for I had seen the tyrant's power afoot. Now is the time of help. With your eye in Scotland, it would create soldiers. It would make our women fight to dope their dire distresses.
Be it their comfort. We are coming thither. England hath lent us Seward and 10,000 men, an older and better soldier, none that Christendom gives out.
Would I could answer this comfort with the like, but I would have words that would be howled out in the desert air, where hearing should not latch them.
What concern they? The general cause? Or is it a fee grief due to some single breast?
No mind that is honest, but in it pertains some woe, most of which pertains to you alone.
If it be mine, keep it not from me. Let me have it.
Let not your ears despise my tongue, for which they will possess the heaviest sound that yet they have heard.
I begin to guess it.
Your castle is surprised. Wife, babies, savagely slaughtered. And to rend the matter, were to add to the query of these murdered deer, the death of you.
Merciful heaven! Good God, man, never pull your hat upon your brow. Give sorrow words. The grief that does not speak whispers the overfraught heart, bids it break.
All my children?
Wife, children, servants, all that could be found.
And I must be from thence, my wife too?
I have spoken.
Be comforted. Let us make medicines of our great revenge and cure this deadly grief.
He has no children! What? All my pretty ones? Did you say all? Oh, Hellkite, all? all my pretty chickens and their dam at one fell swoop.
Dispute it like a man.
I shall do so. But I must also feel it like a man. I cannot but forget those things that were most precious to me. Did heaven look on and would not take their part? Sinful Macduff, they were all struck for thee. Not for their own demerits, but for thine, fell slaughter on their souls. Well, heaven rest them now.
Be this the whetstone of your sword. Let grief convert to anger. Blunt not the heart, enrage it.
Oh, I could play the woman with mine eyes and the braggart with my tongue. But gentle heaven, spare no intermission. Front to front bring thou this fiend of Scotland. Before him set me, put him within my sword's length, and if he scape, well, heaven forgive him too.
This tune goes manly. Come, go we to the king. Our power is ready. Our lack is nothing but our leave. Macbeth is ripe for shaking. The powers above put on their instruments. Receive what cheer you may. The night is long that cannot find the day.
I have 2 nights watched with you, but can perceive no truth in your report. When was it she last walked?
Since His Majesty went into the field, I have seen her rise from her bed, throw her nightgown upon her, unlock her closet, take forth paper, fold it, write upon it, read it, afterwards seal it, and again return to bed, yet all this while in a most fast sleep.
A great perturbation in nature to receive at once the benefit of sleep and do the effects of watching. In this slumbery agitation, besides her walking and other actual performances, what at any time have you heard her say?
That, sir, which I shall not report after her.
You may to me, and 'tis most meet you should.
Neither to you nor anyone, having no witness to confirm my speech. Lo, you, here she comes. This is her very guise, and upon my life, fast asleep. Observe her. Stand close.
How came she by that light?
Why, it stood by her. She has light by her continually. 'Tis her command.
You see, her eyes are open.
Aye, but their sense is shut.
What is it she does now? Look, how she rubs her hands.
It is an accustomed action with her to seem thus washing her hands. I have known her continue in this a quarter of an hour.
Yet here's a spot.
Hark! She speaks. I will set down what comes from her to satisfy my remembrance the more strongly.
Out, damn spot, out, I say. 1, 2. Why then, 'tis time to do it. Hell is murky. Fie, my lord, fie. A soldier and afeard? What need we fear? Who knows it? When none can call our power to account. Yet who'd have thought the old man to have so much blood in him?
Do you mark that?
The Thane of Fife had a wife. Where is she now? What will these hands ne'er be clean? No more of that, my lord, no more of that. You mar all with this starting.
Go to, you have known what you should not.
Oh, she has spoke what she should not, I am sure of that. Heaven knows what she has known.
Here's the smell of the blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. Oh. Oh. Oh.
What a sigh is there. The heart is sorely charged.
I would not have such a heart in my bosom for the dignity of the whole body.
Well, well, well.
Pray God it be, sir.
This disease is beyond my practice. Yet I have known those which have walked in their sleep who have died holily in their beds.
Wash your hands. Put on your nightgown. Look not so pale. I tell you, Banquo's buried. He cannot come out on his grave.
Even so.
To bed. To bed. There's knocking at the gate. Come, 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 come. Give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed. To bed.
Will she now go to bed?
Directly.
Foul whisperings are abroad. Unnatural deeds do breed unnatural troubles. Infected minds to their deaf pillows will discharge their secrets. More needs she the divine than the physician. God forgive us all. Look after her. Remove from her the means of all annoyance and still keep eyes upon her. So, good night. My mind she has mated and amazed my sight. I think but dare not speak.
Good night, good doctor.
The English power is near, led on by Malcolm, his Uncle Seward, and the good Macduff. Revenge is burning them, for dear causes would, to the bleeding and the grim, alarm, excite the mortified man.
Near Burnham Wood shall we meet them. That way, they are coming.
What does the tyrant?
Great Dunstan he strongly fortifies. Some say he's mad. Others who lesser hate him do call it a valiant fury. But, for certain, he cannot buckle his distempered cause within the belt of rule.
Now does he feel a secret murder sticking on his hands. Now minutely revolts, upbraid his faith breach. Those he commands move only in command, nothing in love. Now does he feel his title hang loose about him, like a giant's robe upon a dwarfish steed.
Well, march we on, to give obedience where 'tis truly owed.
Or so much as it needs, to do the sovereign flower and drown the weeds. Make we a march towards Burnham.
Bring me no more reports. Let them fly all. Till Burnham Wood remove to Dunsinane, I cannot taint with fear. What's the boy, Malcolm? Was he not born of woman? The spirits that know all mortal consequence have pronounced me thus. Fear not. No man that's born of woman shall e'er have power upon thee. Then fly, false thanes, and mingle with the English epicures. The mind I sway by and the heart I bear shall never sag with doubt, nor taint with fear. The devil damn thee black, thou cream-faced loon. Where gottest thou that goose look?
There's 10,000...
Geese, villain!
Soldiers, sir.
Go prick thy face and overrid thy fear, thou lily-livered boy. What soldiers, Patch? Death of thy soul! Those linen cheeks of thine are counselors to fear! What soldiers, Wayface?
The English force, so please you.
Take thy face hence. Seaton! I am sick at heart when I behold. Seaton, I say! This puss will cheer me ever, or deceit me now. I have lived long enough. My way of life has fallen into the sere, the yellow leaf, and that which should accompany old age as honor, love, obedience, troops of friends, I must not look to have, but in their stead curses, not loud but deep, mouth honor, breath, which the poor heart would fain deny and dare not. Seaton!
What is your gracious
What news more?
All is confirmed, my lord, which is reported.
I will fight till from my bones my flesh be hacked. Give me mine armor.
'Tis not needed yet.
I'll put it on. Send out more horses. Skir the country round. Hang those that talk of fear. Give me mine armor. How does your patient, doctor?
Not so sick, my lord, as she is troubled with thick-coming fancies that keep her from her rest.
Cure her of that. Canst thou not minister to a mind diseased? Pluck from the memory a rooted sorrow? Raise out the written troubles of the brain, and with some sweet oblivious antidote, cleanse the stuffed bosom of that perilous stuff which weighs upon the heart?
Therein the patient must minister to himself.
Don't physic to the dogs, I'll have none of it. Come, give me mine armor, hand me my staff. Come, sir. Doctor, the flames fly from me. Canst thou, doctor, cast the water of my lands, find her disease, and purge her to a sound and pristine health? I would applaud thee to the very echo, which would applaud again. Make it happen, I say. What rhubarb, thyme, what purgative drug will scour these English hence? Bring it after me. I shall not be afraid of death and bane till Burnham Forest come to Dunsinane.
Were I from Dunsinane, away and clear, profit again should hardly draw me here.
Cousins! I hope the day is near at hand when Chambers will be safe.
We doubt it nothing.
What is this before us?
The wood of Burnham.
Ha. Let every soldier hew him down a bough and bear it before him. Thereby will we shadow the numbers of our host and make discovery report in Erebus.
We learn no other but the confident tyrant keeps still in Dunsinane, and willing Dora setting down before it.
It is his main hope. When every advantage given, whether better or worse, is given him the revolt. And there are none that serve with him but constrained things, whose hearts are absent too.
Let our just cause attend the true event, and put us on industrious soldiership.
Hang out our banners on the outward walls. The word is still they come. Our castle's strength will laugh a siege to scorn. Here let them lie till famine and the ague eat them up. Were they not forced with those that should be ours, we might have met them dareful, beard to beard, and beat them backward home. What was that noise?
'Tis the cry of women, my lord.
I have almost forgot the taste of fears. Time has been... my senses would have cooled to hear a night shriek, and my fell of hair would at a dismal treatise rouse and stir as life were in it. I have supped full with horrors, direness, familiar to my slaughterous thoughts, cannot once start me. Wherefore was that cry?
The queen, my lord, is dead.
She should have died hereafter. There would have been a time for such a word. Tomorrow. And tomorrow, And tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day, and to the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Thou comest to use thy tongue, thy story, quickly.
My lord, should I report that which I say I saw, but know not how to?
Well, say, sir.
As I stood my watch upon the hill, I looked toward Burnham, and anon methought the wood began to move.
Liar and slave!
Let me enjoy your wrath. Sir, you may see it within this 3 mile, I say, a moving grove.
If thou speakest false, upon the next tree shalt thou hang alive, till famine cling thee. If thy speech be sooth, I care not if thou dost as much for me. I pull in resolution, and begin to doubt the equivocation of the fiend that lies like truth. Fear not, till Burnham wood come to Dunsinane. And now a wood comes toward Dunsinane. On and out. If this which he avouches does appear, there'll be nor flying hence, nor tarrying here. I gin to grow weary of the sun, and wish the estate of the world were now undone. Ring the alarm bell. Blow wind, come rack. At least we'll die with harness on our back.
Now near enough. Your leafy screens throw down, and show as those you are. You, worthy uncle, shall, with my cousin, your right noble son, lead our first battle. Worthy Macduff and we shall take upon what's left to do according to our orders.
Very well. Well, if we do but find the tyrant's power tonight, let us be beaten if we cannot fight.
Let all the trumpets sound. Give them all breath. Those clamorous harbingers of blood and death.
They have me tied to a stake, I cannot fly, but bear-like I must fight the course. Who's he who's not born of woman? Such a one I am to fear, or none.
What is thy name?
Thou shalt be afraid to hear it.
No. Though thou callest thyself a hotter name than any is in hell.
My name's Macbeth.
The devil himself could not have pronounced a title more hateful to mine ear.
No, nor more fearful.
Thou liest! A poor tyrant. With my sword I'll prove the lie thou speakest.
Thou wast born of woman! Swords I smile at, weapons laugh to scorn, when brandished by man of woman born.
That where the noise is! Tyrant, show thy face! If thou beest killed with any sword but mine, my wife and children's ghosts will haunt me still. I cannot strike at wretched kerns, whose arms are hired to bear their staves, either thou, Macbeth, or else my blade, undeeded, I sheathe again unblemished. There thou shouldst be, by this great noise, someone of true note is seemingly bruited. Let me find him, fortune, more I ask not.
This way, my lord. The castle is gently rendered.
We have met with foes that strike beside us.
Yet by this I see, some must go, but the day is greatly rendered.
Shall we enter the castle?
We shall.
Why should I play the Roman fool and die on mine own sword? Whiles I see lives, the gashes do better upon them.
Turn, hellhound! Turn!
Of all men else, I have avoided thee. But get thee back! My soul is too much charged with blood of thine already.
I have no words. My voice is in my sword. Out, bloody, I'm villain. This terms can give thee out.
Thou losest labor. As easy mayest thou the entrenchant air with thy keen sword impress, as make me bleed. Let fall thy blade on vulnerable crest. I bear a charmed life, which must not yield to one of woman born.
Despair thy charm, and let the angel that has served thee tell thee Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely ripped.
Cursed be the tongue that tells me so, for it hath cowed my better part of man. And be these juggling fiends no more believed, that palter with us in a double sense, and keep the word of promise to our ear, and break it to our hope. I will not fight with thee.
Then yield thee, coward, and live to be the show and gaze of the time. We shall have you, as our rarer monsters are, painted on a pole, and here under writ, here you may see a tyrant.
I will not yield, and kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet, and be baited with the rabble's curse. Though Burnham wood do come to Dunsinane, and thou oppose, being of no woman born, yet I'll try to the last, before my body I throw my warlike steel. Lay on, Macduff, and damned be him who first cries, hold, enough!
I would the friends we miss were safe arrived.
Some must go off, yet by this I see the day is cheaply bought.
Macduff is missing, as is your noble son.
Your son, my lord, has paid the soldier's debt. He lived until he was a man, no sooner confirmed in his prowess. But he died a man. Then
he is dead.
Aye. Your Your cause of woe shall not be met by his worth, or it will have no end.
Had he his hurts before?
Aye, to the head.
Then God's soldier be he. Had I as many sons as I have hairs, I would not wish him to a fairer death. And so his knell is knolled.
He's worth more sorrow, and that I'll spend for him.
He's worth no more. They say he parted well and paid his score. So God be with him. Here comes newer comfort.
Hail, King. For so thou art. Behold where the cursed usurper's head lies. I see thee compassed with thy country's pearls, whose voices in their minds repeat my greeting, which I desire all to join with me. Hail, King of Scotland.
Hail, King of Scotland.
We will not spend a large expanse of time before we reckon with your several loves and make you even with us. My thanes and kinsmen, hereafter be earls, the first that Scotland in so honour named. As for the rest, it will be newly planted with the time, as calling home our exiled friends abroad, who fled the watchful snares of tyranny that did produce these cruel ministers of this dead butcher, this fiend-like queen, who, as 'tis thought, with her self and violent hands, took off her own life, but yet remains as calls to us, by grace of grace, we will perform in measure, time, and place. So thanks to all at once, and to each one, whom we invite to see us crowned at sun.
It will have blood, they say. Blood will have blood.
Now we dance!
Hey!